Here are 8 or 9 updates that I'd like to see in Theme Park Tycoon 2. And Dennis, if you're listening,
implement these right now.
Anyway, not wasting any more time, number 1 is animatronics. I want to see animatronics like Five Nights at Freddy's, as these will make horror dark rides especially way more cooler. As well as, imagine right at the front of my park right here, I can have like a little moving animatronic. What would be even cooler is that you can make your own little animatronics out of primitives, and maybe if you connect them up with little animatronic parts, primitive to primitive, let's say that is the animatronic part, 2 primitives connected. This is on a much larger scale, but like then you can rig it and animate it yourself. But that's much more advanced, and I really don't expect that to be added if they were to be added. But custom animatronics that you can animate would be very cool. And as well, like Five Nights at Freddy's, what else do I need to say? Horror, horror, horror. But yeah, I do think animatronics would make a lovely addition to Theme Park Tycoon 2. Alright, my second thing that I want to be added is live events, the Fortnite Dragon event. But I think this will bring the community so much more closer together, and it'll bring so much hype to the game, and it'll actually give a use for this massive space right here. Imagine, for example, Dennis, if you're listening, don't do this. For example, the Fortnite rocket. You know what I mean? Like, this would be a perfect location for it, and it could go right there. It could be a massive countdown in the sky, and it'll go 3, 2, 1, a black hole event. You know what I'm saying? It would just be a perfect spot for it right there. If you do live events, please don't go heavy in the lore, man. Like, you don't need to don't focus on the lore. You can go heavy on the lore, don't focus on it, like Fortnite, where you revolve everything around the lore. But I think live events will just be very cool. I love live events. We don't really get many of them on Roblox, so I think that will also be a plus, just more of them. And it will also bring another live streaming opportunity for us content creators. So, hey, live events could be, it won't be added, let's be real, it will never be added. Moving on to the third thing that I want added to this game. It's not really like an added, it's more of a change. Like that I want changed is Dennis. Whenever the game updates, change the icon of the game. Change the icon of the game. So simple, so easy. Maybe not easy, but you know, it's a simple thing. What you can do is just hire someone to do your graphic designs, which I'm sure you have already. And every time there's an update, just change the icon. It will make it so much more easier to tell when there's an update. But I know whenever you load into a game, it already says when the update's dropping. But having the icon actually change when the update has dropped just for like a week or so will make it so much more easier, and it will bring a load more players to the game. And there's really no reason not to. I have sometimes people in my chat say, hang on a second, there's been updates to this game? People don't even know that this game's been updated! And with that brings us on to number 4. I want to see a weather being added to this game. Now, the reason why I say weather, as I know you guys will be like, why would you want weather in this game? And it's mainly for the cinematic shots. It's mainly for the atmosphere. Let me load up a certain park right now and you'll see what I mean. Now, right here, as it loads in, is the Choo Choo Charles area, something that's supposed to be a very scary horror atmosphere. And nighttime does it quite well, but just imagine this at nighttime, but with weather. Whether it's rain, whether it's rain, thunder would be sick, like lightning, that would be awesome. Just randomly seeing like lightning strikes in the background would be so cool, obviously at nighttime. Or even if it's just like very cloudy or foggy. Closest we got to fog is this. And it doesn't look that great, let's be real, but it's the only thing we got. And it'll bring so much cinematic opportunities, I guess, for content creation especially. But just checking it out like this would be so cool, even if you're not making a video. But I hope you get what I mean. I would like weather in, but I would not like it to be set to random, and that's the default, and you can't change that. And now with that said, let's move on to update number, I don't know, 5. And what I want to be added is actually update every single legacy skin in the game. Now, I know Dennis is actually doing this, but instead of adding more mouse skins, how about update all the rides that we actually use instead of the junior coaster and ambulances and all that sort of jazz. And what I mean by this is just look at this. This is the River Rapids ride. It hasn't changed since its release, I think, maybe, I don't know. But in the most recent, like, major update, this is what Dennis added. The Swan ride used to be probably the worst out of the lot, I'm not gonna lie. But now, I actually really like it and would actually add it to my park. And the same for the River Rapids if it got updated. And I'm saying this for every single thing in the game, and most important of all, the Topple Penguin. No, that's not a penguin. The Topple Tower. This needs an update. I've been wanting to use this all the time, and this needs an update. That's a joke, guy. I have never really wanted to use this because of how ugly it looks, so maybe if this did actually get an update, you might be seeing this in the Doctor Who park. I'm joking. But you get what I mean. It's quite simple. Just update all the old ones. And now for update number 6. Higher MB. That's quite simple. Higher MB. I just want higher MB. Higher MB. I've never hit the MB limit before, but I'm very terrified of it.
I'm very scared of the MB.
I don't want to be building a massive park and not being able to finish it. No. If I ever finish a park. I know we did just get an MB limit increase when we got the copy and paste tool or another update. I don't know. I can barely remember half the updates, I'm not gonna lie. But if it can be increased once, it can be increased more. You know what I mean? And I think right now it's at 4 MB, which isn't a lot. So I think a higher MB limit would be quite nice if I ever hit it, that is. And talking about me wanting to build more without any restrictions, remove the item limit. This is number 7, or did I just say 7? I don't know. This is my next update I want added. Remove the MB limit right now, this second. Did I say MB limit? No, I meant item limit. The item limit sucks. I've been building something for my Doctor Who, a building park series for episode 3, and there was a moment where I couldn't actually finish something because of the item limit. Why is it a thing? There is no reason for okay, the only reason I could think of is performance. But even so, I just want to build good looking things without having to worry about the item limit. Look right here. I had to sacrifice the roof and the back of this roof. Look here's even worse because of the item limit. And that's unacceptable, my friend. So yeah, deleting that would be nice. Just getting rid of it. Not making a compromise, not increasing the limit, just removing it full stop. But yeah, moving on to the next update and the final update I would like added. Probably the one that you guys would probably love to be added to the game. Blueprints. Thinking of it, I don't know if there's blueprints in Planet Coaster. I think there is. But basically what I mean by blueprints is, let's say I build something in this park and I'm like, ooh, that would be so cool in this other park, but I'm gonna have to build it all over again, smash monitor, smash PC, bush bash bosh. So angry because I built this thing that I really love in this park and I can't move it to the other park. Oh, but unless if there's blueprints, maybe I could just select the entire thing and save it as a blueprint. Let's say I made Notme's Nan Bread food truck. You know what I mean? And I really want to add it to every single park I have in existence. So what I do is I just select it. You know, that would be an option here that would say, would you like to save it as a blueprint or something? Just on the side of the box. After I've selected it, it would say, would you like to save it as a blueprint? I'd say yes. It would say, are you sure? I'd say yes. And boom, bada bing, bash, bosh, bish, bash, bosh. You'll be able to save blueprints, and you'd also be able to delete blueprints because I hate it when you can't delete stuff in games because I like stuff being neat in games, even if you're the only person who sees it. But yeah, blueprints would be quite nice, and maybe I can have a whole park dedicated to build designs. I'm much of a builder, if you couldn't tell. Most of the things I said relate to building. I don't really have any coaster ideas because I don't know coasters, but I think a coaster that goes above. Imagine a coaster that goes to the speed of light. Oh, speed of sound.
That would be so cool.